What is poppin', fam? Spanik here, the coach of the New York Rangers, and this is week number 5 of the ICBA. We're back with the ICBA after there was no upload last week because we got a forfeit win against Sharpedo and the Silmar Sylveons. His laptop broke, and we really just had a overall very, very difficult time scheduling. Very, very difficult process. Very difficult time scheduling. He couldn't get his team gen, and it was just a giant mess. So eventually, he just opted to give me the forfeit win because of his issue, but whatever, it's fine. So we're 3-1 now going into this game against Garchomp the God and the Lawrence Talonflames once again. We faced him in the IBA. That game should have went up on Saturday. So you guys should have seen there. We actually won 5-0 against Austin. So he's going to be looking for some vengeance here. He's going to be looking for some vengeance in ICBA. And we're going to try to stop that. We're going to try to keep up our momentum. We're going to try to win some game. We're going to try to win this game here. Because we're 3-1 now. We're looking in great shape. About halfway through the season. So just a brief rundown of the team I brought to combat him. We have here a Guts, Flame Orb, Swallow, Spit F, Rotom Heat because of the Lele. The Lele's a giant threat to my team, as you could pretty much see from my build. Like Lele just kind of like Specs Lele just kind of destroys me. So if he brings that, I kind of just lose. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be either like a Specs or a Choice Scarf Lele, which because that thing just kind of runs just completely through my team. Like I know I have Spit F Rotom, but it's still not appreciating Size Shock in terrain, especially if Specs. We have I think Calm Mind 3 attacks Giratina, Calm Mind Clefable, Assault Vested Cryogonal, and I'm trying the Trick Room Gallade again. I'm trying the Trick Room Gallade strat again because it kind of could do work this game against this team. So yeah. Also stay tuned to the end of the battle because there also will be a bit of an update about future content and things like that, about future content on the channel and things like that. So I'll cover that after the game because the game's more important right now. So anyway, let's get right into this battle against Austin, the Lawrence Talonflames. He wants revenge after that 5-0 L we handed him in IBA, and he's going to be issuing that challenge here, which, according to IBA, was the biggest mistake of his life, but he hasn't learned. As I go out into Swallow, once again, shout out to Aaron for recording this game. I love this background. As he starts out with JB, which is his Raikou. I will outspeed this unless Scarfed, so I just decided to go for the Protect here, just to get my Flame Orb. I do go for Protect here just to get my Flame Orb, just to see what he wants to do here, as he does go for the Volt Switch, which is completely fine by me. But now a Facade will kill him, and I did EV to outspeed a Raikou, so he does opt to switch here into his, I think that's the Registeel. As I believe I do it I just go for the Facade, yeah I do. And it does a decent amount to that Registeel, makes me kind of think he's not Viz Def. Or Gut Swallow just kind of hits like a truck with Facade. But I opt to just switch out here into my Rotom Heat, because I can't let this thing just set up curses for free. I don't have Heat Wave on this Swallow set, and as you can see, he does just set up a curse right off the bat. And now I'm a little bit creeped out, because I was kind of afraid of a curse Resto Chesto Registeel, and he didn't reveal leftovers yet, which made me think he was Resto Chesto, as he does pull a switch out here into his Donphan. As I just fire off an Overheat, but unfortunately we do miss, so I don't get to break this Donphan sturdy. He just gets up rocks here for free. I have to switch out here into my Cryogonal because I need this to 1v1 his Donphan, as he just makes that read very, very well and goes right for the knockoff, which doesn't kill me, but it knocks off my leftovers, which is really unfortunate because now it's going to be a little bit harder. To get his rocks off the field, and that really, really sucks for my Rotom. I do get the freeze here, but it doesn't matter because he does get the first turn Thaw anyway. And he just goes for knockoff and kills me, so he doesn't get his rocks up with this Donphan, which was very, very interesting. I figured rocks had a solid matchup against me, but now I just go out in my Giratina here, and I could scare this thing out if he wants to save it. If he doesn't want to save it, fine. I go for Shadow Ball here, and it does actually take out this Donphan, which is fairly well. I trade my Cryogonal for his Donphan, so now I'm thinking he doesn't get rocks up for the game now. But he just goes out here into the Lele, making me think Lele does naturally outspeed Giratina, so I can't tell if he's scarfed by the damage, and it wasn't worth the risk to see if he was like modded, to see if he was Timid Specs. If it was Timid Specs, Moonblast would have killed me. I just go into Rotom here because it's the safest play. And judging by that Moonblast damage, he is indeed Choice Specs Lele, as he does get this attack drop, which is, it's kind of sucks, but it's whatever. But now I'm just staring this Choice Specs Lele dead in the face, and I really don't want to stare a Choice Specs Lele dead in the face, as he does go out into his Victini here, as I do go for the Volt Switch, trying to get some momentum. And I believe I go into my Giratina here. Yeah, I do. And now I just figure I could just fire off another Shadow Ball for free. I do have Heal Block on this Giratina as well for his Mega Venusaur. So he does go for the U-turn here. It's going to go back. He's going to go back. I think he goes out into the Mega Venusaur now. No, he goes out into his Registeel, which was fairly interesting, as I do go for the Shadow Ball here. And I think if he's max bit depth, I think there's still 2 KOs. Just maybe out of range. But this is what really surprised me here. I go into my Gallade, thinking this is my opportunity to maybe set up Trick Room and do some damage, but he actually does reveal Stealth Rocks. Now that surprised me immensely that he was Stealth Rocks Registeel, especially since he was a curse set, but to each their own, I suppose. And he actually goes for a Z move here. He actually was a Z move on this Registeel, which kind of caught me off guard, but then again, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see Registeel as a Zmon when he when I prepped for this game, but then again, who expects a Z Registeel to actually come to a game? I must have just saw it and then realized he is not bringing a Z Registeel. I go for Trick Room here. Just to, because I probably will outspeed a Min Speed Registeel in Trick Room, but it looks like I actually don't outspeed a Min Speed Registeel in Trick Room. Meaning I probably wasn't min speed myself, as I do go for my own Z move here, because I didn't want the minus defenses from. I went for my own Z move here because I didn't want the minus defenses from close combat, and then just in case he was like quick attack Victini or something. So I do go for the all-out pummeling, and it should take out this Registeel. And indeed it does. So the Registeel is dead, which is really good. It's really good. That crit did not matter. I'm adamant. Really good for me. But now he goes out into the Mega Venusaur, and he gets Mega for free. I do have Zen Headbutt on this, so I should be able to get some nice damage on this Mega Venusaur. But you see, this is where my own Trick Room comes back to bite me. You'll see it in a minute. You'll see in a minute, the Trick Room does actually come back to bite me. So I go for Zen Headbutt here, and I get some very, very, very great damage on the Venusaur. He goes for Sludge Bomb, takes me out. That's fine. But as you're gonna see, I go into my Maki, my Giratina. This Venusaur will outspeed my Giratina in Trick Room, and he actually does. He goes for Synthesis here first, because he knows he's gonna outspeed me. So he just goes for the Synthesis now to get some health back. But that really sucks that he did. I go for Heal Block here, revealing the text, and now he can't Synthesis. But he can go for this move, and that move is Sleep Powder. But see, and he does connect. The problem with the Sleep Powder, though, is that my Giratina burns a turn of sleep. So now I could actually wake up the next turn, and the Twisted Dimensions do return to normal. And he makes the ballsiest play in history here. He goes hard into his Lele, expecting me to stay asleep. And the play actually does end up paying off, as my Giratina is going to stay asleep. But that play was ballsy because I clicked Shadow Ball that turn. If I got the first turn wake, this was a dead Lele. And Moonblast could take me out because he specs in. This Lele is just gonna... This Lele just goes ham on my team. I go out of my Clefable here. I don't know why. I knew this thing was specs right away. I probably should have just went out into my Swellow because it would have scared it out. But I don't know why I thought I could take 2. Maybe I thought he was Scarfed and he got a roll, and I was playing it a little safe. Yeah, I think I went in the Clef because it was a safer play than going Swellow. Because if he was Scarfed, he just won right there. But and from the range I was at, Scarf Moonblast actually would have killed me. So, and if he was Scarf, he just won right there. So I had to go to Clef to scout for the Scarf. And it turns out he wasn't. That was specs, judging by that damage. I go ahead and I Rotom here because he's locked in on Moonblast. I actually should have just went Swellow. I don't know why I didn't. as he does go just for the Moonblast again. My Rotom just took unnecessary damage there, and now now my Rotom is in range of rocks. I kind of threw in the towel at this point, because at this point I was like, you know what, he deserved to win for that hard Lele play on the Giratina. I was in the head. He kind of deserved to win for that. So I know. So yeah, that Lele play on the Giratina kind of was the game. Because now the Swellow, because he's going to reveal to be Scarf Victini later on, and the Swellow cannot touch that thing. He does go out into the Venusaur here, probably just the sack. Even though Facade, I don't even think kills it. It actually, no, it doesn't kill it. So I really have no reason to not click Facade again here. But he's going to end up revealing to be Scarf Victini anyway, and he's going to take out my Swellow with the V-Create. And my Rotom's going to die to rocks. That's going to be the game. Yeah, I know I went a little bit too far ahead here. I went a little too far ahead, but so be it. So Victini's going to just take out my Swellow because it is Choice Scarfed. Quick Attack wouldn't have killed anyway. So I had to go for the Facade there and hope he wasn't Scarfed. Because, yeah, because Quick Attack wouldn't have killed, even with a crit. So I had to go for the Facade there and pray. So GG to Austin. That was just a great play with the Lele. There's really nothing else I could say. That was just a great ballsy play with that Lele there, and I tip my cap to you for that play. Anyway, yeah. So I just tipped my cap to Austin for that play. GG, man. It was a fun one. It was a fun 2 games we had. And now for the just a brief channel update. We actually unfortunately had to drop from the IBA because of time constraints. I bit off more than I could chew with leagues, and also just 2 Wi-Fi leagues at once is not enough for me. So I'm speeding up my Wi-Fi. So yeah. So just for the sake of time, I had to drop from the IBA. We did play our Week 4 game against Flying Bird. We lost 5-0 because we went through scheduling hell. I fucked up it was my end though. It was my end completely. I fucked up the time zone conversions, and it was really just screwed everything up. We did get the game in though, and he ended up winning 5-0. I really didn't play well. I'm not even gonna upload it, but Bird will probably upload his side. So if you do want to watch the game, check it out on Bird's channel. I'll link his channel down below as well. So just in case if you're not subbed to him, you can check it out. So yeah, time constraints really got to me. So we dropped from the IBA. And also, this will be my last season in the ICBA as well, as I am going to be retiring from Wi-Fi battling effective the end of ICBA season number 4. I just felt that I stated my complaints about Wi-Fi in general in my match against Tablemon. So if you guys want to see like why I'm quitting Wi-Fi battling, you could go check out that game. Pretty much is just the time constraints, the fact I have to flag down Jenners and Recorders. And the fact that, because I don't have a capture card, I can't gen. So I got to flag down Jenners, flag down Recorders, hope they're available. Most of the time they are, thankfully. Shouts to Eric and Aaron. And, yeah, so this will be my last season ICBA. And that would be my last Wi-Fi league in general. I'm not doing Wi-Fi battling anymore after this ICBA season. But you will still see Showdown content on the channel. We're still going to be in WPL. I hope to be invited back for next season. I probably will. So you'll still see WPL upload required. I'll still be in Showdown leagues, and who knows? Maybe I might upload some non-upload required Showdown leagues just to have something out there if I have the time. But WPL will definitely be still around with that. My Week 11 game we couldn't strike a time, so we got a forfeit win there. Week 12 will be up next Sunday against Pesky City. That was a fun game, so. You guys will see that on next Sunday. So anyway, yeah. So pretty much the update is we dropped from IBA. We played our Week 4 game in IBA. I'm not going to upload it, but my opponent will. My opponent's channel will be linked down below if you want to watch the game. It was an embarrassment on my end because I just wanted to get the game done, honestly. For the record, I announced I was dropping from IBA after we played the game, before we played the game. So the game had nothing to do with me quitting IBA. It's completely unrelated to the game. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. ICA, this season of ICBA will be the last Wi-Fi content on the channel. Unless I do like an FFA or something with friends or whatever. But that probably won't happen because I don't have a capture card and I don't plan to get one. So, Hispanic out. See you guys next week where we take on Root and the New Jersey Brobats. So that should be a good game. That should be a good game as well. See you guys then. Peace!